Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're getting ready to run some Spelljammers tonight. We are unfortunately down two people. We've had one leave the game for the time being. He might come back at a later date. However, unfortunately, real life commitments as well as some other things is going to keep him from playing with us. So we wish John all of the best. Hopefully he will keep in contact. Fluffy, if you're in here, better keep in contact, buddy. But we also have another player who is apparently going to be extremely late. So hopefully he will be here soon. Appreciate that, Frozen Guy. Appreciate that. So we're going to get started, and I'll let them tell you what is going on currently. All right, welcome to the game, everybody. Hope your week off has been wonderful. Would anybody like to give us a rundown of where we are at currently?
I'll give it a shot. Oh, you got it? Okay.
They're dueling. Yeah, I'll do this one. No problem. We entered the asteroid field and found the abandoned Illithid ship. Checked it out, looked through a little bit, and found in the basement a locked door. Kind of asked some questions to determine what was behind it. It was chained up, and it said it was really hungry, so it sounded innocent. And we opened the door, and it turned out to be not so innocent, with a really nasty creature standing behind the door. And we told it that we had 49 of our friends with us to back us up, which was not true.
Wow. And with that, I guess Astariel is first, and I guess since she's not here, oh my god, I gotta run both of them. Okay, this is the thing I gotta do. Okay. Astariel can see the look on on Cal's face. And she asks what's going on, and she slowly backs up as she asks.
Could Cal respond?
Yeah.
Cal will yell, "Get ready! It's a beast." Well, do I know what this is? I guess.
Give me a Arcana.
Yeah, I just yell that there's a beast in here. Get ready.
All right, so she's going to back up next to Albus. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep, and then she is going to... she's going to ready an action. Actually, let me see. Yeah, you guys had time in between, so she's not concentrating on Bless any longer. She's going to do a... How many people is it? 3 creatures. Level higher. Gets one more creature. Alright, she can only see 1, 2, 3, 4, including herself. So she's going to use a level 2 Bless. You hear her whisper words of a prayer, and then the 4 of you, including her, feel bolstered. That will be the end of her turn. This creature...
Which for, like, all of us?
Everybody but Isfahan. Let's see. This creature. What's it got? Oh, that's interesting. Cal, as you get ready, you look at this creature, and it almost seems it gives a narrow, toothy grin. And suddenly, it disappears. Yeah. You can hear things in the room cracking and breaking. Cal, you're pretty sure it has turned invisible and has moved. Albus.
All right. I will move towards the door. As soon as this lets me. Hold on a sec. I can't move my character.
All right. I will delete him. Just bring himself back out, and you are 15.15. Just bring him back out above Astariel.
Doing it again, but I'll kind of peer down the hallway and be like, "What's wrong, Cal?" Kind of hold an action on the Eldritch Blast in case something goes awry.
Yeah, so you would have heard me yell as well. There's a beast in here.
I look around and ask if he's sure.
And Cal's just getting ready.
Okay, so are you holding an action then?
Yeah, I'll hold the Eldritch Blast.
All right. Alma.
Cal will do a bonus action rage.
All right.
And he will run forward one step.
Okay.
And he's going to run forward one more step.
All right.
And he's going to kind of scowl and grit his teeth and turn back. It's in here somewhere. And he's going to ready an action to swing on anything that comes near him if this thing pops out at him
All right.
with his greatsword.
Isfahan calls out, "Are you ready, Cal?"
And Cal nods as he brandishes his greatsword.
Does he? I think he might have something in his story right now. Give me a moment. Okay, he doesn't. He will also hold an action. Shuck.
So you said we hear cracking and breaking. Can I see what is cracking and breaking?
You are not in the room. You are still in the hallway, sir.
Oh,
I did yell as loud as I could.
I can't
Well,
move
maybe
my
not as loud as
person
I could, but,
either.
like, I would not be yelling.
Bro, I just
Yeah, my
moved you.
person won't move.
I moved you so you could move your character. For some reason, when you're sitting on top of dynamic lighting, it will not allow you to move. So I've moved you off of the wall, so now you should be able to move.
All right, I stepped in. Do I hear or see anything breaking?
Give me a perception.
Oh,
No. Everything in this room seems already broken, but you don't notice anything shifting, like something might be standing on it or being kicked aside.
15. Can you draw me a 15-foot cube so I can just like see how big that is? Can I even do that? Like make that in here without hitting
No,
my
you
team?
definitely cannot. Wait. You could if you put it over like the edge of it here. Sorry, give me a second. I'll show you. Okay, that's not gonna work. That's going too big now. 15-foot cube. All right, let me draw it out then. That is a 15-foot cube.
All right, so if I place it up, start it like that square would be the edge of it, the bottom edge.
Like
Yeah,
that?
and oh, can I have it like lined up with the wall actually? Does it have to be in a corner of a cube?
Choose an unoccupied 15-foot cube of air that you can see within range. Elemental force of swirling winds appears in the cube.
Like I want it to kind of be up against that wall right beside me.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that, and then turn to the team and be like, "Where the hell did it go? It's way too big to have just disappeared." And I'm gonna move behind Cal.
All right. It's just first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a dex saving throw. Okay.
On a turn, doesn't have to be its turn.
Yep. Okay.
And the spell save DC is not 13. I don't know why it's saying that. It's 16.
And what is it? 16?
Yeah, I think it's because one of my items adds to my spell save DC, but I don't. Still, 13 isn't right.
So, give me 3d4.
Oh my god, my rolls are awful.
Starting off strong, baby. And it is what kind? Slashing damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You see little droplets of blood begin to hit the floor. However, you cannot see where they are coming from. And it takes you a moment to realize it as the fresh blood seems to be almost blending in with the dried blood covering this room. Do you have anything else, sir?
So it says as a bonus action, I can shift it up to 30 feet and it would pick up more debris, adding 2d4 damage. Am I able to do that the same turn?
Yes, you probably could.
So whereabouts did I see the blood?
Out here.
So then I would want to shift it up above Cal, and so like the corner of it would be the square above Cal.
Okay. First time stormer.
That's it.
First time storm's area contains leaf flare bruises. Check sign. Damage spell increased by 2.4. Okay. Staria will call forward. You guys good? Still good in there, yeah?
No.
She will continue to hold an action. However, she will say, if you get badly injured, just come back out to the hallway, huh? All right. Roll me, feet in any direction.
5d4.
Hold on. Does it take it doesn't take half damage, right?
No.
Okay, then no.
On a failed save, the creature takes.
If it doesn't
Yeah.
say what happens on the success, it means it doesn't take anything. Okay. This is probably not going to work, but we're going to try it anyway.
The amount of times I've said that, and just in D&D.
Yeah, it did not work, but that also means suddenly it reappears as the jaws clamp shut. Isfahan, feeling something was close, instinctively moves his arm out of the way, and this thing, with its head turned, biting, trying to attempt to bite into its arm, or into Isfahan's arm, misses the attack. A strange language none of you know. I don't think. Anybody speak deep speech?
What?
Holy fuck, why are you so loud again?
Sorry.
Anybody speak deep speech is what I asked.
No, I'm a
Got
pretty
void.
shallow person.
I got void speech.
Okay. Yeah, it says something in a language you don't understand before it opens its hands. That is correct. Thank you, Fluffy. Welcome in, bud. Cal, it has reappeared.
Is it? Can I use my action though? Like, it's a new turn, part of the turn, right?
No, your held action lasts until your next turn.
Oh, amazing.
So if you haven't used a reaction yet, which I know you haven't,
Mhm.
you may make your attack.
Swinging. Yeah, swinging that great sword, and I got the bless.
Wow. Oh no. Isfahan. uh Lucky for that bless. Yes, sir. That hits. However, you see Isfahan strike at one of this creatures of this eye. Wow. One of the eyes of this creature. As it moves one of its legs to intercept the punch. Okay. You sink your axe, great sword, into one of its legs, shearing a chunk of it off. It looks at you, very upset. It is going to make the attacks against you. Al, we
So
have
did it just start another turn?
no. Held actions go off when the triggering event happens. If it's in the middle of another creature's turn, it's in the middle of another creature's turn, so it's finishing its turn. Which a fuck me. One of its claws, it goes to attack you, tries to hit straight down, and manages to get its claws stuck in a table. Reaches another claw out to you. I believe this one is probably a hit. A 23.
Yes.
3 slashing damage.
Okay.
Albus.
All right. I'm pretty sure I would hear some commotion now coming from that room. Is that a fair assumption?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Could you move me into the room because I care something's going on with my. Oh, there we go. Ah! Is it too late to move back out?
You have 5 feet of movement left.
Well, you know what? We'll just stay here and I'll throw a couple of Eldritch blasts at that sucker. See how it goes.
All right.
Fire 1.
Hit.
And we will be adding Genie's Wrath to this.
All right.
So as a total, oh, that's pretty good. 15 damage.
Okay. And as you hit it, you pop one of the bubbles holding a brain on the top of its head, and the brain kind of rolls onto the ground. And it slams into the wall, it screeches, and it turns towards you. Again, in a language you do not understand.
So violent! And I'll throw another Eldritch Blast at it.
Being startled by the language it's speaking, you manage to miss. It goes past the creature and slams into the hull, cracking it.
All right, and I will take a 5-foot step back out to the hallway to end my turn.
Alima.
Gonna start with a rage because I lost rage because I didn't attack before the end of my last turn. But I'm gonna start with a rage again, and going to scream a guttural, like just yell of exertion with a swing.
Wow. That is a hit. All right. You try and shear off another leg. This one, you do manage to connect, but you don't quite shear all the way through it.
Does it start bleeding at all? Is there any sort of liquid?
Hmm. Yeah, a little bit. It kind of spews forth for a moment.
Yeah, Cal wrinkles his nose and says, "This thing smells worse than it looks." And squares up.
All right. All right, first one is a miss. Next three are all hits. Damn. Okay, Isfahan. Isfahan unleashes a series of blows. He kind of, in fact, like leaps up onto its head and starts punching at starts punching at the brains. This thing starts tossing its, I guess, head. I think its head is kind of part of the body, but it starts trying to toss him off as he just starts unleashing blow after blow. You can see it starting to weaken. The bubbles on top popping one after another. You can see it's getting weak as it starts to wobble. Shock.
All right. So now that I can see him, I'm going to use the final charge on my Pentacle of Woe to cast a Hex as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So a Charisma saving throw.
Fail.
All right. So he cannot take reactions until my next turn.
Okay.
And now because he failed that, he has disadvantage on, give me 1 sec, I'll post it. So now he has disadvantage on his first saving
Oh,
throw
love you, John,
of
but
my next spell.
okay. Cast a witch spell that affects a creature that is under the effect of your hex. What spell are you using? So you have to cast a witch spell for this to take effect.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, like, no, it says under the effect of my hex. So he's under my hex. So now he has disadvantage on the next witch spell I'm about to cast.
Yes, yes. That's what I mean. Okay. And this is a cursed act. And your pedal storm is also concentration.
Oh, fuck, it is, isn't it?
Your character would know this. Would you like to take back that action?
Give me one. No, I'm gonna hit him with this. I feel like this will do more damage. I'm casting it at second level.
Wisdom saving throw or be cursed for the duration. All right. That's a fail. Wait, it have advantage.
It has
It,
disadvantage.
well, yeah, it was a fail. So it will take the damage, psychic damage once per turn equal to 1d8 plus spellcasting modifier whenever it attacks or casts a spell. Okay.
Does it take the damage right away?
Nope, when it attacks or casts a spell.
All right.
Astariel can hear all of this combat and the spell attacks going off, the wind whipping from the...
Wait. While cursed, the creature takes psychic damage once per turn.
Continue
Sorry,
reading.
never. All right. My bad.
Astariel is going to move up, kind of creeping slowly. Guys, is it okay? She finally gets to a point where she can see Albus. Albus? What's happening?
I just slowly turn my head. It's not okay.
Oh. Okay. Well, I don't have much power left, so I'll hold my spells till they're needed.
Good idea.
All right, whenever it attacks or casts a spell, huh? Okay, and what kind of save is it again? It is a wisdom save. Oh wait, it made the wisdom save, didn't it? It did. Okay. So roll me your 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability mod, please.
It already rolled it.
You're right, it did. I'm an idiot. Cool.
Does the bonus 1d8, it doesn't get the spell casting, it would just be 2d8 plus spell casting?
That is what your... So if you mouse over your damage you did,
Yeah,
right?
I'm only asking because it rolled them separately. So it
Yeah,
would
so
only add
it'll always whenever if you're casting at a higher level, it'll have its own little box there for the damage. So that's why it's got 1d8 plus your charisma mod, and then up in the next one it just gives you the extra d8. So 9. And that is psychic. It begins to whip back and forth even harder as it starts to stumble, knocking over this table here. Things start to go flying. And since it's already taken the damage, it's going to make its attack. Shock. It looks at you.
Can it even see me? I'm behind Cal.
It's much larger. Yes, it can definitely see you. When humanoid can see within 10 feet of itself, target must make a wisdom save, please.
Bless applies to that, right?
Yes, it does.
I don't think it added bless, but
Doesn't matter. That is a success. So, for a moment, it feels like your brain is about to explode. As this shrieking, not coming from your ears, but like inside of your mind, starts to make your head pound against your skull. However, you kind of think to yourself, this isn't real. And quickly it goes away. No damage taken. Albus.
All right, we're going to take our 5-foot step in, throw a couple of Eldritch Blasts, and take a 5-foot step out. I know, you're shocked, but I'm a crazy guy, and I'm so unpredictable, so here we go.
Go wild.
That is not a hit. You step in, you Oh, do you have something for it?
Bless doesn't apply, right?
Yes, it does. It is an attack. That is not enough, unfortunately.
Ah.
Yeah, you as you step in, trying to avoid hitting Isfahan on its back. Somehow, yeah, you were aiming for one of the brains, but as it's whipping back and forth, it puts Isfahan in your line of fire. Having it being too late to actually stop the spell, you move your hand so it misses, hitting the wall again, making that crack larger. Next blast. Oh
We're all
no.
gonna die.
Well, Isfahan is on its back. You attempt to do it one more time as you aim for another one of these brains. Is that a reroll?
Oh no, I thought you said that was because I failed. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that was your fail. I need the damage, please.
Oh, okay.
This time it waits until you go to release your second blast. And as you do, it quickly turns Isfahan into the path. You slam him in the side and he slams against the wall, falling to the ground. He kind of like looks up and he sees you and he kind of gives you a what the fuck look. Bonus action?
I don't have anything for bonus action, but I will move out of the room. Stick and move.
Alma.
Fly like a butterfly, just sting like a bee. Cal is just gonna keep chopping. He is just gonna. He's fully engaged with this thing, and is gonna be swinging. So
That is a hit.
and after he hits, he will take a second to do a second wind, catch his breath in between strikes.
Okay. This one finishes shearing off the one you were attempting to last time and digs deep into the next one. The ichor, for lack of another word, is flowing from this creature. It's stumbling.
Does that count as a reaction? What you just did?
What?
Is that a react? Oh, that's him using second wind. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a bonus action
It
for me.
threw me off because I forgot you were playing as him.
As he stumbles, this creature, the look in his eyes goes wide.
I'll know it's the look of fear, and he squares up again, getting ready to strike it down. That's all he can do.
Isfahan stands up. He leaps up, kicks off the wall, backflips onto this thing's head, and there's only a couple brains left. Trying to his first one is his first attack is basically what got him onto the back, the kick off the wall. But as he backflips onto this thing, he just starts hammering fist over fist over fist. After the first hit, it already starts to go down, but Isfahan is not done. He continues to push his hand deeper with each punch into the skull of this creature before he pulls out the creature's actual brain. Rather small, barely larger than his fist, the creature falls to the ground with Isfahan on top of it, and Isfahan tosses the brain to the ground. And with that, we are out of combat.
Al will cheer and go help Isfahan up if he's still down, or just pat him on the shoulder and say, "Nice blows. This thing was disgusting." He's gonna kick it.
Isfahan kind of like looks at his hand covered in goop, and he just kind of like shakes it off towards the ground. You can hear the slap as the chunks of wet brains covering his hand and arm slap to the ground.
Yeah, he's gonna kind of turn to everyone and say, "Well, didn't expect that to be in here, but doesn't seem to be much more of a threat now." He's gonna put his foot up on it like Captain Morgan.
Have any of you guys ever seen one of these things before?
I shall peek back into the room. That maybe at a seafood restaurant where they don't look
know-
at expiration dates.
Yeah, and I grew up out wild space, and I don't even recognize it. There's lots of nasty shit out here. Surprisingly, never seen one.
Is there anything that's from a value? I thought Astario's head was was like a shiny or like gem or something.
No,
If
that's
it's
just
next to the wall.
Astariel's head. And welcome back, Astariel. Or welcome in, I should say.
I'll be scratching his
We-
chin looking at this thing, and he'll go, "Ah, I do know what this is. It's fucking ugly. That's what it is." He's gonna kick it again.
I couldn't hear you when you were talking, Astario. I saw your thing moving though.
I was just about to say I can't actually move my token.
Yeah, you're in the, here. Hold on a second. You might be able to do it there. Sorry. This map doesn't line up very well with the grid, so sometimes... Where's my light? You should be able to move it now.
So was this thing the thing making the webs?
I thought that was the spiders that were making the webs.
The Nyogi.
Is that thing a space spider? Is that what we're figuring out?
We saw a space spider in the other room. It was just because he described it having like spider legs, and the picture looks like it's like silky. Just wondering if it has like a silk shooter.
As you take a look at this body, you do not see anything resembling a web spinner that like a spider would have.
That's a relief. Still too many legs for my liking. Shall we finish searching?
Yeah, as you guys look around this particular area, you realize that this is the mess hall. There's not much in here. Plates and knives, broken tables. broken
That's
chairs.
fitting because it sure is a mess in here. Once we finish making sure there's no more surprise attackers, we should search more thoroughly on our way back up because I know we passed by a lot of doors and stuff we didn't go into, too busy fighting these guys.
You've also all passed a set of stairs that goes down as well, just outside of this room.
We could descend further. I mean, let's be honest, that thing's probably the worst thing on the ship, right? Couldn't possibly get any worse.
Not a bad
Why'd you
knot.
have to say that?
I will look around and be like, I wonder how the hell they got this thing in here.
Surely there's no triple threat of Neogi, this thing, and whatever was, and the Mind Flayer corpses.
Well, if we do run into Neogi, at this point, it'll probably be a fight to the death.
Well, shall we go downstairs or upstairs?
I vote we
That's-
finish going all the way down and then thoroughly search on the way back up once we know we've cleared out all the creepy crawlies.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
And I shall go down.
All right, looks like
Yeah,
Albus
Goblin's
is
right behind him.
first, and then... So, put Albus there, Cal there. Like, shucks. Damn it, Cal. Cal is there. Shuck, you are next up. Isfahan will offer to take up the back. If Astariel, you want to head down next.
Yeah, I'll head down.
All right.
I'm stuck in the wall again.
God damn it, man! This fucking light. Why is there a second light? I'm just gonna delete that lighting. Can you move now? Whoops, delete too much lighting.
Yeah, I can move.
Astariel pushes her way to the front, and she opens the first door on the left. It is a shitter.
Lovely.
Yeah, as you open, you can it doesn't smell too horrible, as you guys are well aware that the lavatories on these ships usually just go straight out to the Astral Sea. Just polluting the Astral Sea with lots and lots of fecal matter.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, what y'all want to do?
Well, is that a door right there?
He opens it. Is this a door? Yes, it is a door.
I will look in the door. What do I see?
Inside, the rotting corpse of headless mind flayers lie amid the hacked up corpses of 3 hulking creatures with blood spattered white fur. The condition of the corpses suggests that something or someone has been feeding on them.
And they're all missing their heads? Is that
Just the mind flayer. The other ones are just missing chunks.
Would that big guy even have been able to get down here?
Once he died, you saw him kind of almost flatten out. You feel like the creature does not have much in the way of bones. So it probably could fit down here, yes.
I shall call back to my teammates that I think I found more Captain Fishstick's handiwork here.
Let's check it out.
That was his actual name. I checked his birth certificate.
Fucking fish stick.
Captain Fishsticks. The man was a soldier. The thing was a soldier.
Okay. As you enter this area, you notice that it seems this is probably a prison cell style area, a brigand, if you will. Albus, what is your passive perception?
15.
It's kind of hard to notice this particular mind flare body, the head gone from it. It seems to have armor on. You haven't seen that on the others you've passed. And this particular one is extremely shiny.
Oh, well, I mean, we are here for you know, very legal, I'm sure, looting and pillaging. So I'll take the armor, see if he has anything else of interest.
Okay. Da, 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 da. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to drag something out. Give me one moment. That's better. It doesn't seem like it has much of anything else of value. The armor you take off this creature, however, does have a few small scratches, almost like something tried to bite it. However, other than some scratches, it doesn't seem to have taken any damage. Player knowledge. This is a +1 breastplate.
Ooh, something I can't wear. Awesome. Okay, I will hold this up to Asteriel and be like, "Look, maybe he should be wearing this on top of his head."
That might have worked, but he probably would have been blind.
Still have his head though.
This is true. Although one probably would have preferred a helmet, but use what you got.
As you peer in a couple of these other doors, you see to the south of you, Albus, it looks as though there is a strange blob upon the floor, almost human-shaped, but it isn't moving. It actually looks quite a bit like one of those creatures that were fighting on the side of the Astral Elves on their ship.
It's not moving, is it?
It is not. Cal, you find a bedchamber. Although not destroyed, the bed and the sheets are disheveled.
Yeah, Cal will just walk down this hallway and just be kicking open these doors.
I'm gonna follow him.
Guess Fawn's gonna take a poo.
Hey man, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Nothing down here, it looks like.
Cal and Shuck, what are your passive perceptions?
13.
14.
Cal has a higher perception than the witch? Strange. All right.
It's wisdom. It goes off wisdom.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
I'm a charisma caster, though.
No, I'm aware. Cal, as you kick open this last door and you're about to head off, something catches your eye.
What is it?
Piece of parchment sticking out a little bit from underneath the covers on the floor.
Yeah, Cal will grab the covers and pull them up into the air and grab the piece of paper.
There are strange sigils and wording on this. What language do you speak?
Common and GIF.
Give me a intelligence check. Bro, fucking what?
Shouldn't have a bless, but
even without the bless, bro,
boy.
You just got the biggest fucking brain bubble that you've ever had in your life. You're pretty sure that this is in Elvish, and you are pretty sure that this is a spell scroll of some sort.
I've seen these things before. And he pulls it back, lifts it up to Shuck and says, you can make any use of this? And I'm
If
going
I
to hand
could
it to Shuck.
understand the writing, but I'm sure we
Mm.
could translate it somehow.
Sounds good.
Do you have to understand a spell scroll to use it?
Give me one moment.
Good find.
Excuse me.
I didn't mean to do that.
You do not know what kind of spell this is, Shuck. But you are aware that it is a spell scroll of some kind.
I've seen many a parchment like this. The layout speaks spell scroll, although the language eludes me.
Maybe the others will know.
Albus and Astariel, what are you guys doing now?
All right, Astariel. You think that thing in there is alive?
Past that door?
The blue blobby thing.
He's looking at this cell here to the to his south.
Ah, I see. It's possible, but pretty much everything we've seen in here has been dead after the first couple of floors.
I have an idea. Help me find a stick.
I don't know if we'll find a stick around here, but maybe this corpse has a pokey thing on it.
Oh wait, never mind. I got a spear. I keep forgetting that. I'll go up to the blob and poke it with the spear.
The door is locked, but and I don't think a spear is quite long enough to reach.
Can I this?
I have no idea what the hell you said. Your mic just went wild.
I said, can I hear them talking about this?
Yeah, they're talking about this as you and Cal approach. As Isfahan steps out of the pooper.
If I may, I do have a whip.
Go for. Well, I guess I could hit. Then again, if it was alive, it could probably just fit through these bars. You think?
I don't know why lock something behind bars it could just fit through. What's the reach on a reach weapon, Blair?
10 feet. If it has reach, that means it is 10 feet.
I'm gonna squeeze my way in to where I can see. Would you like me to try giving it a little whip? Whoop-cha!
I just want to make sure it's not gonna jump us from behind.
So is that no?
Go for it.
All right, so you step out of the way to allow Shuck in.
So my Nathan Drake looking ass walks up to the bars, takes my whip off my belt, and goes, "Yeah!"
Your whip cracks out through the. Give me an attack. You send your whip out and you wrap it around the bar instead of what you were aiming for.
In Nathan Drake fashion, I swing.
Hey, Astariel. Give me an intelligence
Yes.
check.
Would that get bless?
Bless, I believe, has worn off. It only lasts a minute.
Oh, and it rolled bless, actually. I gotta unclick it.
Beautiful.
Holy shit.
Hold on. Let me try one more time. I got this. And I will use... my clockwork amulet, which gives me an automatic 10 plus my pluses. My whip gets a +6, so it's a 16.
Okay. You hit this creature. You manage to get your whip through the bars, and as it cracks, what is left of the integrity of this plasmoid corpse collapses and just turns into a puddle of goo. However, you all see, from your side, you see Isfahan bend down, and he picks something up. He kind of shakes it. It goes, jingle, 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 jingle.
It says that, or it makes that
It
sound?
makes that sound. That's an inside joke with Squatch, the jingle, jingle part. But but it does make a jingling sound. You realize he is holding a set of keys. If you want to try more of these doors, it might be prudent to have these. And he hands them over to Shuck.
Well, thank you. Um, Peering through the bars after that thing kind of like, you know, whatever you said it did.
Huddleified.
Yeah, is there anything in the cell, like anything shiny?
There is not. Most of these cells are empty.
All right, well, let's keep peering in. There's
This
a
one, there
there-
is a corpse inside. There's a bucket in the back corner, and inside lies a small child. Quite obviously deceased.
I would like to use chilled touch.
Okay. You're going to chill touch the obviously dead child's corpse.
What if it's undead? I'm just gonna have it grab it.
Grab it.
Yeah, it clings onto the target. It makes like a ethereal hand, a skeletal hand, and it grabs onto the target.
I mean, it
And then
does damage and
if
clings
it's
to the target.
undead-
Okay.
Does anything happen?
Yeah. This ghostly skeletal hand touches the body. The body does nothing.
Hey guys, there's a dead kid in here. I release the spell and open the door.
Ah, poor kid.
Yeah, these mind flayers are savages.
Is there poop in the bucket?
There is days old poop bucket.
How old is this kid?
Probably about 12.
It's terrible what these things did to these people.
Albus, as you check out this door here, you see there are 2 corpses in here. And Cal, there is 2 in this one we're looking at.
Oh my god. By the gods. What happened here? This is locked? Can we get in with the keys?
I throw him over the keys. I'm just checking my inventory. I want to put like a sheet or something over this kid. Actually, I'd go to the bed, one of the beds, and grab a blanket from it and put it over the kid and say a prayer. But not like a prayer, but like say
Kind of like final rites kind of thing.
yeah.
All right. So who'd you toss the keys to, Albus or Cal?
I think it was Cal that said, "Can we open the store with the keys?"
All right. Cal, takes you a moment, but you find the correct key. You are able to open the door, and you toss the keys over to Albus.
Yeah, Cal will investigate what's going on in this cell with caution.
Sure. You may open the door and step in if you'd like. As well, Albus.
Oh yeah.
So you just click on the door, and then a little thing will pop up. There you go. All right. You can both roll me investigations. Albus, in yours, you see a young man, probably in his mid-20s, and a elderly woman. Flesh is wrinkled, and it has also begun to rot. As you search these bodies, Cal, you don't find anything extraordinary. However, you do find that one of these creatures has a set of armor on.
What type of armor?
This armor is, let's go with +1 plate.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Albus.
Sorry, just to
Yes.
be sure, is it a breastplate?
No, it is plate armor. +1 plate armor.
Okay.
Albus, you, on the other hand, they don't seem to have much. However, I would like you to roll me go with a D100. Find 73 gold.
Huh, would you look at that? I will add that to the same sack pile, whatever you want to say, as the breastplate, as you know, we continue to loot the ship.
All right. Having checked the cells, you haven't found a whole lot, but you guys did find a couple items and money. But you realize at the end of the hall there is one more.
All right, go get him, Cal.
Is it locked? Like, is it like the last one? Is it clearly locked?
It is not locked.
Oh, then I just opened the door.
As you open this door, a horrific stench wafts out, choking you. The smell of death and rot.
Al will cover his nostrils and turn to the group. Nothing good happened in this room. Ugh, smells of death. And he'll peer in. He's gonna hold his breath and walk in.
Give me a
Oh!
give me a perception as you step inside around this, just past the door. You don't hear it.
I'm just checking around, so I'd go around the corner.
Okay. And as you do, as you take your step out, something swipes in front of your face, and you just quickly take just a half step back, and it just passes your face. Your eyes lock with another creature, much like those white furry ones in the hallway of the jail cells. It growls as it gets ready for another attack. Roll initiative, please. Oh my god, this is gonna be over before it fucking starts. Cal, do you give a shout or anything?
Yeah. It wouldn't be anything coherent. He would just be like, "Oh!" as this thing came at him.
Yes, it has leaped from atop a massive pile of bodies and what seem to be large eggs. Its maw seems to be dripping with some kind of almost neon greenish fluid. And suddenly one of those little worms you saw earlier crawls out, and a long tongue snaps out of this creature's mouth and licks it back in and chomps down.
Oh Lord.
Albus, you're up.
I run into the room to see what's wrong. And as I go over to my friend, do I see the thing?
Oh, yes. This thing is about as tall as Cal. And although not built as round, also seems like it is almost pure muscle under fur.
I will target it with, surprise, surprise, Eldritch Blast, and I'll try to push it back, see if I can give Cal a little
What?
bit of breathing room.
No way! Let's see him. You want to make your second attack?
Do I? Oh, do I? Yeah, Albus just walks off the ship in total just shame. No. Okay, second attack. Here we go.
Just goes to find a hole in the hull to step through.
There we go.
Being in shock, you release your blast a little too early, and the first one hits near its feet. But as you continue to raise your hand up, you manage to hit it in the chest. Give me your damage for your second one. And you have repelling blast, correct?
Correct.
All right. So it slams backwards into this pile of corpses and broken, rotting eggs. Is that it?
That's all I got.
Astariel, you can hear that something's popping off. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go into the room and can I get up like to here-ish?
Yep.
And then I assume I see this thing.
Oh, you do.
I'm gonna hex it and send a couple Eldritch Blasts its way.
All right.
And the stat's gonna be strength.
All right. Trying to see around Cal's big ass body is difficult. Your first blast, you put your hand to the side of Cal and think you're about to hit, and that Cal shifts his weight, shoving your hand in front of the wall, and the blast takes out a chunk of this wall. Shuck, you can hear something hit the wall right next to where your head would be, and you hear a crack, but nothing damages you, nothing like that. Your second attack, you managed to kind of get around the other side of Cal's big ass body, and you release your second Eldritch Blast. That one is a hit. Okay, it takes a second hit of these force blasts. You hear you hear like a rib crack as it shouts out in pain. Are you staying there?
I am not gonna stay there for
All right.
fear of potential Cal knockback. I'm gonna scooch back a bit.
Crushed under a hippo body.
Serious issue.
Yeah,
Shuck.
face full of that hippo butt.
Shuck.
It's thick.
Not
So
what
I'm
I'm
gonna
into.
peek in. Oh, I still can't see it. So I gonna move up and ask, what are we attacking?
There's a beast.
If I stand
The
behind
mastermind behind it
Cal,
all.
would I even be able to get a line of sight?
It won't be easy, but yeah, same as Astariel did, and Albus. You try and peer around Cal's body, who's almost filling up this whole entryway. You do see the fur. It definitely looks like one of the creatures that you found dead in the hallway.
Right. I am going to use an Eldritch orb.
All right.
Ooh.
Gotta do that real quick. I make range spell attack hit. Target takes 1d8. Each other creature within 5 feet. Okay, so the dex save is for the other creatures. Damn, that's a sad roll. I'm sorry, my friend. As you Jesus, I have to fix that. Okay. As you make your attack, it does hit the creature as it explodes, and it does, what kind of damage is it? Force. Yeah, this thing's just getting broken bones all over the place. However, this one just seems to like break a finger.
And then I'm just going to move back a bit, I guess. Yep.
Kalima.
Yeah, Cal's just gonna bum rush this thing. He's running in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. He's not fucking around.
all
He's here
right.
to fight.
Rush his bum. What do you do when you get to his bum?
I swing on his bum.
I bet you do.
I'm gonna use the astral spark on the swing. Well, that's good use of it.
Wow. What does the astral spark do?
It gives extra damage. It's supposed to be essentially me using. I'll post it here. It's using my astral sea, a group in the astral sea, so I can put a little bit of astral energy into stuff. Here you go.
What you can channel through your weapons when you hit. So you did not burn your charge of it.
Okay.
So it's yeah, when you hit a target is when you burn it. So
You choose to burn it then.
yeah,
Okay.
it's like a smite. You don't have to announce it before you hit. You can just
Okay. Good
yeah.
to know. I would have done it, but I swung with a really good swing.
So, are we burying your sword in the wall, or do you want to roll on the tables?
Oh, give me the table.
All right, let me find my tables that I never remember to open before it fucking starts.
Yeah. Yeah, he ran in like full savage, broadsword up, swinging at this thing. It would have been one huge chop.
Give me a D100. $90. Okay. So you miss and you bounce it off the wall. You don't get it stuck. And with the power you put behind it, you are glad that it is not stuck.
Okay.
And on that creature's turn, I will reveal what you rolled.
Okay.
Isfahan.
That's it. Yeah.
And Isfahan rushes in and he kind of like it does a side flip over top of Astariel and Shuck, landing here and then rushing, kicking off the wall, flipping over Cal, landing amongst these corpses. We're gonna give him an athletics just to make sure he lands on his feet. Sorry, acrobatics, my bad. That's 13. He does, barely. He lands on his feet. And he's gonna make his 2 attacks. Fuck. He goes to kick out and he does like a spinning side kick. But with his uneven footing, he misses the creature and... Hey, Cal. You feel your nose trickle a little bit of blood as his foot connects with your face.
Awesome.
7 bludgeoning. He shouts a sorry as he then plants his foot on the wall and kicks off with a flying knee at the Quaggoth.
I look at him and I'm like, what the fuck?
This one does hit. Okay. That is the end of his turn. Quaggoth. Okay, give me a moment. Sorry, just modifying that so it'll automatically roll. Okay, wow. Good roll. Good roll, buddy. It makes a slashing attack, and it would have had advantage. I mean, it does have advantage. That's what you rolled. You gave it advantage on your nat 1, Cal. But it still manages to miss. So as it misses its attack with you, it turns towards Isfahan, trying to make another attack. Which it misses. It roars in defiance. And it is trying to get past you.
I'm not gonna let it get past me.
Yeah, I figured. Contest athletics. Oops, that should have been... Okay, I have +5, not a +3, so that would make it 18 versus your 19. You kind of like, as it tries to leap in between the two of you and try and bounce off the wall, you kind of like put your sword out against the wall to block its way, and it slams into the side of the sword, the blunt side, and then falls back down. It's going to use the rest of its movement to get back up and move back into its position, trying to defend itself. Albus, you're up.
All right, here we go. I will cast to surprise no one, Eldritch Blast, and I'll have the push effect and see. Let's see what happens.
I'm going to give you a warning, though. He does, now that Cal is close and you're far back, he does have cover. Not full cover, so you still can hit him, but his AC will be bumped up.
We both know it's not going to make a difference. I'm going to roll low either way.
Watch it be like 2 nat 1s. Just punch Cal in the back of the head twice. Oh shit,
What it's
okay.
here for.
Yeah, that's a hit. Okay.
All right, second one. Eh.
That's a hit. No fucking way. No fucking way, bud. Do you want to describe that? That's the exact amount he had left.
Oh, well, I mean, like basically, uh, Albus will start launching his Eldritch Blast, and of course, loud out his mandatory endorsement speech to, for all your wizarding and sorcerer needs, go to Magic Mike's Discount Magic Shop, and of course, as he says that, it's some other language that he can't hear. It says something completely different. And he pelts the bugger with, two Eldritch Blasts. The first one catches him right in the stomach, and as he looks up, the second one hits him right between the eyes, and the creature falls.
All right. And with that, combat is over.
Owl let out a big sigh. Yeah. Seems to
Did we
be
get
only
him?
death in this ship.
All right.
Al doesn't really want to touch it if it has the worms.
I mean, it was eating the worms.
Yeah, he's just gonna walk away from it.
All right, fair enough.
The pile of eggs, are they its eggs?
They are not. Give me a... You know what? You guys didn't know what that other creature was, so you would not know what these eggs are. Yeah, you're not sure what these eggs are for. You highly doubt they're for eating. And you
Are
do see a few Neogi bodies amongst the pile of eggs being eaten by the Quaggoth.
Are any of these eggs unhatched or unbroken?
They are not. They are all busted. Most of the contents have been eaten, and those that have not been eaten, they have dried, hence the stench.
Mm.
These things are very large. In terms of like planet Earth, these are probably about the size of an ostrich egg.
Is there anything else in the pile of eggs? Like if I stomp around in it?
No, just broken eggshells.
Cal, did you show me the scroll or did you give me the scroll?
I gave it to you.
So then I'm going to ask, his name is Astarion, right?
Bruh.
Astariel.
Albus or
No, not
Astariel?
Astario. No, the, John's guy.
Isfahan?
Yeah, Isfahan. Well, I usually have the names here, but I'm bad with names. I've eaten lunch at work with somebody for 6 months and didn't know their name because they told me I couldn't remember and it was too late to ask
It's
again.
gone too long.
Holy
I've been there too.
shit! Oh, that's wild.
I just call everyone
Oh.
Bud.
Yeah. No, it happens to me all the time. I get it.
So I would ask Isfahan, I'd show him the scroll and be like, you can read Elvish.
You will take it. As he
I
looks it
wasn't
over, he does say, yes, this is Elvish, but the words to me make no sense. This must be some kind of magic. Magic language is different than regular language.
Huh. What about you, Astario? You've got pointy ears.
So racist.
No.
Do you speak Elvish? And you are sorcerer, correct?
Yeah. I do speak Elvish.
Wow, really? That is unfortunate. So you recognize this as a wall of spell. You are not sure what kind, as this is not really a sorcerer thing, but more of a wizard thing.
I know it's definitely a spell that creates a wall, but I'm not too well versed in those kinds of spells. You'd have to find a wizard to do something like that.
Albus?
Why,
What about you?
yes?
You make heads or tails of this?
All right. I will take a look at the scroll and use my perceived wizardly knowledge.
As you, with all confidence, you take this spell scroll. You begin to look it over, stretched out before. This, you're not even sure how Astario got Wall of out of this. You have no idea what this says.
I can speak Elvish.
So could Astarion and Astario. But like I said, the language of magic is not the same. You can understand Elvish, but when it turns into arcane runes, they're different. It's kind of like I don't know if you know anything about like real world Vikings, right? Like, so they have quote unquote an alphabet, but they would make sigils using that alphabet, and you would have to completely decipher what it was. It's kind of how magic works. And since you are not actually a wizard, you have no idea what this says.
He's mansplaining magic to the wizard.
Fucking swear to God. But you are unsure.
Oh no, I think Asterial nailed it right on the head. Without actually casting the scroll, it'd be very difficult to know for sure, given the complexity of this spell.
Oh well, worth a shot. We'll save it for later. Let's finish our searching.
So
Didn't even need to make a deception check. All right.
Albus, are you holding on to it for right now?
No, I'll give back to Shuck. They found it.
Okay. Shuck, in your inventory, please put spell scroll of Wall of Force.
Do I do that through the compendium or I just type it in?
Just type that one in. It's a piece of parchment. It's basically weightless, so it doesn't really matter. On your way back up, you guys decide to take a look through a few more of the rooms. I want everybody to roll me a d20, please. Highest one wins.
Oh shit.
Okay. Shuck. As you guys give a better, thorough look through many of the rooms, you manage to find, in the room where Isfahan found the star maps, something is underneath a bunch of these scrolls in the, corner of the room. Find a small bag. It seems to be weightless, nearly.
How peculiar.
It is
pick it up.
white with red like drawstrings on it.
Does anything happen when I pick it up?
Nope.
Can I open it?
You sure can. You do not see the bottom. It is black.
I've read of these. This bag that has like a liminal space. Guys, come look. I am
What do we
right
got
to
here?
assume I would have heard of it, right?
Yeah. As you all peer in, you can see nothing but darkness inside. You don't see the bottom. You've all heard of one of these. This is a bag of holding.
Wow, I never thought I'd see one of these in real life. Let's try it out. Can I throw in some star maps?
That's quite the find.
Okay. You have some star
Indeed.
maps in your bag of holding. As you watch him put these in, they disappear from sight. And it was much too tall for it to normally fit inside this bag.
Who wants to be the one to shove their hand in it first?
I have healing spell. I'll do it.
I hold it open.
All right. You put your hand in.
I shove my hand in.
What do you think about?
Money.
Like a handful of coins?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Sure. You put your hand in and you think about a handful of coins. 10 gold coins appear in your hand as you withdraw your hand from the bag.
Ooh, me next. Me next.
Money.
Why don't you all give me an Arcana? Right?
Oh yeah, a 6.
Albus and Shuck, you've heard about this more than most people. You're pretty sure if you turn it upside down and turn it inside out, whatever's in will fall to the ground. It will spill out in a pile.
I give him like I lock eyes with Albus. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Do it, you brilliant bastard. Do it.
So I do it. I push the bottom of the bag up and pop it inside out.
As you do so, we're going to take our 10-minute break. We'll be right back.
What's in the bag? What's in the
All right, welcome back, everybody. So, as You turn the bag inside out. Everybody roll me a D100, please. Fucking what? Astariel with the goddamn fire. Holy shit. You know what? We're not gonna let that 100 go to waste. 1,000 platinum coins. 64 gold. 42 silver. And 11 copper. Pour out. Along with a few magic items. Shall we find out what it is? Astariel,
Absolutely.
you rolled the highest, so you're going to get to go first.
I got that right, right?
Yes. Except it's silver, not solver, but yes. Keep in mind, you guys don't want to separate this yet. And you gotta factor in the other money you guys have found throughout the ship. But let's see what magic items we got. So, you guys are level 5, so start with table 6 to 10. Stariel, you're up first. Give me a D. Wait. Give me a D6. 1 is table 5, and 6 is table 10. 4. So table 8. Give me a D100.
D100, you said?
Indeed. 26 on table 8. All right, let me see what this is. Oh, that's kind of interesting. You find first there is a trio of fez hats. This is called the Brotherhood of Fezes. Currently, it is unidentified. Kind of a cool item, though.
I'm adding what's in the bag of holding to the group notes.
Or, now that you guys have actually found a bag of holding, I can open up the under player information items. You will find bag of holding, which you guys can each edit to add things into.
Whatever, Blair. I was finally using your group notes.
Yeah, but this one is so like group notes is for the notes, but this one each of you can edit, and that will allow you guys to as you find things, because you only have one bag of holding, so that means whoever is going to be holding the bag of holding will have the list of items that it has. So the Brotherhood of Fezes is the first item. Astariel, that is what you find, catches your eye. Who was next highest? We got Shuck. D6 followed by a D100, please. Damn, okay. Table 10 and 34. Not a horrible roll. Hey, let's see.
When we edit the bag of holding page, does everybody, like, is it the same for everybody?
Yes. However, only one person should edit it at a time, because whoever does the save last, that's what's going to is going to save. So if anybody is editing either the group notes handout or the bag of holding handout, please please
in the
mention
bag
it.
of holding right now.
Chuck, an eye patch. Black eye patch catches your eye amongst the pile of gold. Platinum.
Just black eye patch.
So unidentified lucky eye patch. Next person is Cal. D6 and D100. All right, so table 7 and 29. You find a strange pair of goggles. They seem to have, though the exterior seems to be made of a brass or maybe a bronze. The lenses almost have a green shimmer to them, almost like made of very thin jade. Unidentified goggles of night.
Yeah.
And last but not least, our non-wizard wizard may roll me a D6 and a D100.
Shouldn't Isfahan roll too, and then we can take his shit?
You just calm yourself, Mr. Greedy. Jesus, yo,
Oh,
that
not
is
be me.
that is 2 fucking D100s that came out as hundreds in one session, bro. This is unheard of. This is unfucking heard of. God damn. Okay, table 7, number 100. What the fuck is that? Okay, hold on a second.
Way to roll when it counts, guys. That's the way to do it.
Holy shit. All right. Oh. So, unidentified thirsting scalpel. Do not look this one up, please.
Okay.
When somebody decides they want to get it identified, or you guys identify it, I will tell you what it does, but please do not look it up. Which you'll figure out why.
Can any of us even cast Identify?
Nope.
You're also going to a city. Like Rock of Bral has, I think it's actually got, it's a very large city if I remember correctly. Also, you can just attune to it without actually having to have it identified. Anything that is attunable, you guys can attune to it over a long rest without knowing what it does. But once you're attuned to it, you will know what it does. So, Thirsting Scalpel. That one's fucking cool.
Do you guys mind if I attune to it? Just for fun? See what it does? Probably cursed, but I'm okay with that.
Knock yourself out.
Yeah, I'm not going to stop you.
All right, so over your next long rest, you'll be able to attune to that. I know I'm going to regret this because every single fucking time I've done it, it always completely derails the campaign. But I really think that this would be a group that would have a lot of fun with it. So I'm going to fucking take a gamble here, okay? As you guys gather up the coins, one more strange item presents itself. Isfahan finds a deck of cards.
Oh, nice.
He was eavesdropping.
I hadn't left yet. However, as a heads up, these have different rules. So, yes, you are correct, Fluffy. So, how these work is when you want to pull from them, you must dictate how many cards you wish to pull. You must pull them all. Once you have dictated how many you wish to pull, and you have pulled them, you cannot pull from them again. Everybody got it?
Capiche.
Yup.
Yep.
I have a feeling that Shuck, I think you might be the only one who doesn't know what this item does as a player, correct?
The deck of many things. No, I looked it up. You told me I couldn't have it. It was what I wanted before the bag of tricks, but it was too rare.
Is it? Oh, okay. I was about to say, it's not fucking common, is it? Okay, no. Okay.
Well, there is. It's uncommon wondrous, but you said it was too powerful for me for starting out.
Is it really only uncommon? No fucking way. Hold on a second. Oh, what is this? I have a deck of many more things? What does this one do?
Oh no, wondrous legendary.
Oh my god. Alright, well that was something I'll hold for later in the campaign, maybe. That's kind of cool. Alright. As Isfahan picks this up and looks it over, this is interesting. You see him taking a look through it, Shuck. And these look an awful lot like tarot cards. However, I want Albus,
Maybe
Istariel, and Shuck all to roll me an Arcana, please.
And
I
you tell
have
me I'm not a wizard.
I've saved and closed the bag of holding. If anybody wants to go in and check it out or make changes, I won't be offended if you
Or
guys
pull
have
something
the,
out.
Yeah, I won't be offended if you guys have a better way of setting it up.
Well, I don't even know how to get into it. All I see is a bag of holding. When I click on it, it shows me a picture.
Hit edit.
Yeah, or if you scroll down, it'll also show you like what's in it. Well, whatever's
Close
he
it and
edited.
reopen it. If you had it open while I was editing it, you probably can't see it.
Yeah, so you see bag of holding, right? You see the items in it now?
Yep. Yeah, now I got her.
All right. Yeah, so if you hit the button at the top that says edit, you can edit it. So if anybody is taking any of those items, I believe, was it Albus that said he was interested in the thirsting scalpel?
Yep. I'm going to tune to that first chance I get. Let's see what happens.
All right, so what you're going to do is if you take an item out of it, you need to edit it and remove it from the bag of holding. Just delete that particular item.
Somebody's editing it right now.
That would be me.
So, with your arcanas, you all feel that this is very powerful magic in the deck. However, Shuck and Astariel, you are not sure what it does. However, Albus, you do know. You have seen one of these in your friend's magic shop before. And you had picked it up and you had shuffled it and you were about to draw a card when you heard him shout, "No! Stop!" And he informed you of what this deck can do. When you pull a card, something will happen. You may know what it is, you may not know what it is. But something will happen. This deck changes reality. It can do very powerful things. It can make you stronger. It can cause you to gain enemies. It can make you disappear. It can give you riches, or it can take them away. Albus, do you share this with your friends?
Absolutely. Tell them, gotta be careful with this. It's very powerful. It can be very good, or it can be very bad. Very good, like it can make you a rich man. Very bad, it can make you a poor man with a little kobold that chases you around and pokes you with a spear, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Hey. Let me
Might
see.
even give you a hangnail.
What? Oh my god.
Random magic, my favorite.
You know what? I have to back out of the game for a quick second. I'm pretty sure I have a deck of many things. Deck for you to actually pull from, but give me a moment. I gotta check. Damn, I don't. Give me a super quick second. Oh, I don't want the book of many things. I want the deck of many things. God damn it. I know they have an add-on for that. Huh. Maybe wait a minute. Guess not. Okay.
Do you want a roll table, Blair? I have one.
One moment. Sure. Send it to me in Discord if you can.
Yeah, just give me a sec. I'm just trying to figure out where it went. There you go. It's a 54 card deck, right?
No.
What? Oh, well, I sent you the 54 card one.
No, it's only got 22 cards.
Well, then, hold on, I have that too.
You know what? It might not matter. Is anybody drawing cards right now?
Not right at this second, no.
Yeah, I'm not right at this second, I wouldn't think. Or me.
No, not right now.
Nope.
Okay, in that case, we can hold off looking for that for right now. But yes, that is what you guys find. So,
God damn, we're rich. We're rich in money and we're rich in unidentified magical objects.
Yeah.
so who is going to hold
Well-
on to the bag of holding?
I vote Cal. Oh, wait, actually, you're up front fighter, aren't you?
Yep.
I was thinking because you're the beefiest, but you also might die the most.
It's true. I'm fine with whoever found it. I guess Isfahan found it.
No, I found it.
Oh, then you could dig it.
Shuck it is.
I'll share though. If anyone that feels the urge to hold on to it or has a piece of gear that is too heavy to lug around with you, but you still want it to be readily accessible to kill the monsters that lie around the corners.
Sounds good.
All right, so put the bag of holding in your possession, please, Shuck. And
I already did, I think.
you guys finish searching the rest of the place. You guys don't find anything really of value. You guys have already found the area where the helm was, and it is gone. It has been taken. That is the most valuable thing on this ship. So you find that you don't have anything else worth on this ship. And you head back to your ship.
As we head back, I bring up the fact that the captain's going to want a cut of this. So, what do we tell her?
What did we?
We could tell her we hid it amongst the mind flayers.
I say we just don't mention the bag of holding. We come back up with a sack of coins and then just, give her a cut.
Yeah. From what we can tell about her so far, she's pretty true to her word. She didn't leave us here, so we'll give her a cut. But I agree, that bag of holding is yours. We risked our lives down here. Let's give her a couple platinum and call it a day.
Yeah, I'm so pocketing that scalpel.
Yeah, just money for them. Let's set aside 200 platinum and just say, here you go. That'll be more than enough. And that's essentially 1/5.
I'm good with that.
Anyone who turns down 200 platinum's crazy. We're lucky we found anything down here.
All right.
So on the way back up, my elk is still up there.
Uh-huh.
Is there a way to get it out of that room, or is there like a hole in the side of the boat?
Yeah, sure, why not? You know it's gonna be gone by the next morning though, right?
What time is it?
At this point, you guys have already had a long rest, right? Or no?
Nope.
Not
We
since
had
going
we
into
had a
the
long
ship.
rest before the asteroid field after the ship battle.
Correct. Okay. So it's probably like early afternoon.
Yeah, I want my elk.
All right. So you guys arrive back on ship, and Captain Sartell says, "All right, let's get ready to head out." However,
Captain,
go ahead.
so we have got your cut, and I don't know if these star maps might be of your interest. So I put 200 platinum in my regular pouch and dump it onto the table, as well as the maps.
Takes a look. Wow, a lot of platinum. Is that all you found down there?
Well, that's your cut.
Oh, so you found 400 platinum?
No, you get 1/5.
It was half.
What?
It was half. She looks at you as you say 1/5. She looks at the money on the table. Is there anybody alive on the ship?
Well, there was, but in all fairness, they were very rude and tried to kill us. So, yeah, not so much anymore.
Yeah,
You took quite the beating.
she looks at Cal and at Astariel and says, She is going to roll an insight, though. Oh, no, she doesn't need to roll an insight. You didn't lie. You just said it was her cut. A 5th. That's... Very well. I had said 50-50, but I think 200 platinum should cover the repairs. We're good. And she scoops, she takes the bag. And she takes a look at these maps that you lay out for her. These aren't really useful for me. However, you may want to keep them. They may come in handy down the road. Once we get to Rock of Bral, I need to report to the prince. And we will probably be going our separate ways, so probably keep them for yourselves.
We appreciate it. I pick them up, but I don't put them in the bag of holding. I just tuck them into my pocket, I guess, if I have a pocket.
Sure. Got a dress with pockets. Lots of pockets.
I'm not wearing a dress. I'm wearing a cloak.
You realize that
pictures
a cloak isn't clothes. A cloak is just something to protect you from the wind.
I'm not wearing a dress though.
What are you wearing then?
Common clothes.
All right, sure. You
And I have a
got
breastplate, I'm pretty sure.
pockets. Okay, well, a breastplate. Like most people still have to wear clothes underneath it. But yeah, you have pockets. So, as well, if we are ready, let's try and get through this asteroid field. You see her close her eyes, and it almost like she's whispering something. And as she does, sorry, I forgot to open a handout. She says, all right, Flapjack is getting us ready to go. She starts giving orders of raising the sails, and so on and so on. Who has the highest passive perception?
Mine is 15.
Okay. Anybody got higher than 15?
I have 16.
Oh, shit. Astara, you kind of lean against the railing and you look out. Far, far past the asteroid field, you see a massive nebula catches your attention. As you look at it, you can feel movement across your body. And as you look down, you can see that the almost star-like marks upon your body begin to change and shift. The blue and reds and purples and almost what looks like glitter on your flesh begins to shift and look an awful lot like that nebula in the distance. As you notice this, you look out and kind of smile at the absurdity of it all. However, an asteroid kind of comes out from the asteroid field. And for a moment, you think it must be a trick of the mind, the eyes. However, you continue to look. And as that asteroid hits something, another small asteroid, they kind of separate. And out there in the darkness, now not protected by the shadow of the asteroid, you see a large ship. This dark shape glides across the face of the nearby, excuse me, turns towards you as you can see the asteroid separating out from the asteroid belt. It's another ship. The new arrival resembles a giant spider, complete with long, delicate legs and web-like rigging. Starlight gleams off its metallic hull as it creeps silently towards your vessel.
I think it's time to go.
Yes, we're getting ready to leave, Captain Sartell says. But then
I think it's time to go now.
she pauses for a moment, noticing the change in your voice, and she looks at you and follows your gaze to what you're looking at. Shit! A night spider! The Neogi were using this Hulk as bait, and we've flown right into their webs. Those people that know what these creatures are begin to panic. They get their rigging up in rapid succession. As you get ready to leave, it speeds ever quicker towards you. Wrong handout. There we go. Oh, I read that one. Well, shit, that's supposed to be the end of it. That's supposed to be the cliffhanger. Fuck. All right, I guess we're on to part 2. As you guys begin to try to speed away, it slowly gains on you. You can hear Sartell swearing. Fast ship my ass. Son of a bitch lied. Flapjack! Get us moving! Quicker! In all of your heads, you can hear, I'm giving her all she got, Cotton. I can't go any faster. She says, get ready to be boarded. At this point, you guys will only have a few minutes before they are on you. So, we are going to You guys can do what you want over the next, I'm going to say 3 minutes of in-game time. So, what do you guys want to do to get ready?
I got a question. What's that thing on my character sheet called bottled respite?
That is one of your features, sir.
All right, I guess I should look that up.
I believe it's probably under your lamp item feature, I think. Genie's Vessel, I think it was under.
Yeah, okay, let me see.
Yep. Bottle respite. Third
Let's see
paragraph.
here. Oh, that's how I contact Jerry. Okay.
That is definitely not how you contact Jerry.
Well, we're gonna try.
Okay. You all see Albus pull out this this lamp. What do you want to do with it?
I'm just trying to see if going inside would give me a long rest or at least a short rest. No, it would not. Okay. Uh, we'll put it back. It's not going to do what I hope it would.
All right.
Someone else can say what they're doing before the ship gets here.
Cal would look to just see if there was an easy way to load up some of the artillery or ship guns and try to work with the team to make sure that they're potentially taking some shots to defend themselves if needed.
All right, I moved you guys up to the top level here. So Cal, you are going to you know what? As you begin to load up the weapons on the ship.
My map hasn't changed, just FYI.
Yeah, this isn't our show.
Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah.
Where's my goddamn elk?
Drag it out. Had your elk taken damage at all or no?
Maybe like 3 or 4 points. I don't know. It showed on the other page.
On. Change the elk's hit points to 39. As you begin loading these weapons, Cal, you now see the ship. You recognize what kind of ship this is.
Uh-oh. What type of ship is it?
Neogis.
Oh, God. Yeah, Cal will raise the alarm the second he realizes that to say that this is bad. And Neogi are not going to be willing to talk. We're in for a fight. And I'll make sure the captain knows that as well.
Yeah, this is not my first time. Everybody get ready. All right, so Cal, you are running around loading weapons and such. Isfahan's gonna help. Shuck or Astariel, either of you want to do anything specific to get ready?
I'd probably just help load weapons too.
All right. Astariel?
I think I'm about as ready as I'll be.
Very well.
I do have to check something real quick, though.
And I'm like out of spells. I didn't expect to have 3 combats.
I suppose I'll attune to the Brotherhood of Fezzes to see if that could help me.
All right. So I don't think that one actually took attunement. Let me check. So you cannot attune to it. So non-attunement items, I would say you can learn what they do over the course of like 10 minutes, which you do not have the time for right now. But you can definitely take it out and put it on, see if anything happens.
Sure.
Okay. You know that there are 3 of these hats. Pretty sure you got a pretty good Arcana, right? Oh, we didn't roll Arcana on those. Give me an Arcana, no, now.
Right now.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh my god.
You know that they are, Okay, John. You know that they are magical, but any idea what they do? Not a clue. But it is strange that there are 3 of them.
Shuck, get that deck of many things ready. It may be our last hope.
I do just that. And can I put on the lucky eye patch?
So it is attunement. All it will do is give at the moment is give you disadvantage without it being attuned to it. It takes a long rest to attune.
Alright, fair enough. I won't put it on there.
Because right now it'll just cover your one eye, which depth perception, right?
So the deck of many things, it wasn't unidentified, correct?
Albus knew what it was, and he did explain it to you guys. So you do not need to. It's not attunement, and you know what it does.
Alright.
If you want to know what it does as a player, you may look it up in the compendium. As a heads up, because this is a very powerful item, and it can be amazingly awesome, or it can put your dick in the dirt.
Which one? The FBR or the DMG?
PHB, I think it was.
There isn't one for that.
DMG. All right. As the ship gets closer and closer It is nearly within range. And you hear Sartell. Hold your fire! Hold your fire! And then suddenly, something hits the side of the Neogi ship.
What is it?
Several more things hit the side of the Neogi ship. You all look to the side, and although it is rather far away, you can make out another ship. You see Sartell take out a very long telescope. She begins to laugh. Oh, thank God. Didn't know if we were going to make it through another battle. Flapjack. Oh, who the fuck is at my front door at 11 o'clock? I'm sorry, give me a moment.
Jack.
You know,
Flapjack.
the
What you're gonna do is you're gonna ram the other ship.
The comment card, if you single-handedly defeat the next hostile monster or group of monsters you encounter, you gain enough experience points to level up. Do you think he'd even allow that?
Maybe.
When you use a card, it says they vanish, so like single use.
Yep. Stops you from, like the point is that there's the same number of good cards and bad cards, right? And as you draw more good cards or as you draw more bad cards, likelihood of drawing, the opposite type of card increases. So yeah, you could draw 3 good cards and it'd be awesome. But then the likelihood of your next card that you draw being good, or next person who draws, is going to be a lot lower.
I foresee this deck maybe getting one of us killed.
Oh, I guarantee it. But it'll be fun.
Shit. I was muted. My bad. Ooh, sorry. Up and down 2 flights of stairs. Kind of breathless. So, don't forget though, these have different rules. When you decide you want to draw cards, you have to say how many you are drawing. The deck will not work again for you after you've drawn those cards.
Ever?
Correct.
Mm,
I have literally had campaigns end because of this item. Like, there was no way to fix it. So, the extra rules on it are how I'm going to keep this from possibly, hopefully, ending the campaign.
so what you're saying is draw 10. Just kidding.
All of the
Well, you
cards,
could.
by the way, they will go back into the deck. However, there are some that give a group benefit. Those ones will not go back into the deck if drawn.
Oh, these ones say the only ones that go back are the Jester and the Fool.
I know what it says. These are my extra rules to it. So that
Okay.
everybody can get the bonus. But it also makes it so, like, hopefully it won't end the campaign.
And are you gonna allow this, if you single-handedly defeat the next hostile monster you encounter, you gain enough experience to level up?
Yes. However, you have to take it out on your own. If anybody heals you, gives you bless, does damage to the creature, that card just dissolves. Or the effects of it, I should say. And it also will not work if you decide to kill a fucking commoner. Just saying.
So what happened to that ship?
So, the ship, as it takes these hits, you see bodies floating around it. She says, good. I know the captain of that ship. We'll be fine. She takes a gun off of her belt. She aims it in a direction that the coming ship will be able to see, but not at it. As she fires it off, a purple bright light flies off. This strange light just goes deep into the astral sea, passing miles and miles away from this other ship. The other ship, after a few minutes, pulls nearby and quickly slows down as both these ships sit still next to each other. You see a man standing aboard. Sartell heads to the rail, and he makes a motion towards himself, and then towards there, and has a puzzled, like a questioning look on his face. Sartell nods. I need a token. Nope, not that one. Watch Captain. There we go. There it is. A man suddenly teleports onto the ship. Ah, Captain Sartell. I see you've taken some damage, as he motions towards the massive holes in the upper deck. And then motions back to her with the wound she still has bandaged. Aye, you could say that. Prince has been wondering where you were. Well, we are actually on our way to Rock of Bral now. Excellent, excellent. Well, I heard what happened on, fuck. Well, what was the planet? I forgot the planet. The Sal? Is that it? Fuck. Hey, Squatch, you took notes in the first session, right? The Salis. That was it. I heard what happened. I'm assuming by the look of your ship, you were near that, huh? Aye, we were. But, we're heading off now. We've, found a nautiloid, but it seems it was a trap set by the Neogi. Thank you very much for taking care of that. Well, you know how it is. You smuggle, I attack. It is what it is, you know. He chuckles. I don't suppose you're going there too, are you? I am. You, I know you're faster than us, but you mind slowing it down a little? Give us an escort? Aye, I could do that. He looks around the ship and he's like, these people new? I don't recognize any of them. Says, yeah, most of my crew has been lost. She names off a couple of the commoners and says, but these other ones here, they've been the most useful. That elf in the back, that's Isfahan. Isfahan kind of nods. The gift there, that is Cal.
Cal nodded that.
Yeah, he nods to you. That strange human there is Albus.
I look at Cal. I'm strange.
She looks at Shuck and this one here is this one's Shuck. He's also strange, but they're good people.
You say she, but I look like Nathan Drake.
Well, that's why he's going to look at you very confused. Sure, okay. And he then lays eyes on Astario. And who might you be, my dear?
Astario. I'm probably just as strange as all my other comrades.
Aye, not nearly as beautiful. And he puts his hand out.
She's just gonna kind of shake it.
Yes, as you put your hand out into his, he goes to take it and almost raise it to his lips, and you just start shaking his hand, and like he's trying to follow your hand. Very strong handshake. Yes. You can see him kind of give Sartell a look, and she chuckles. Well, if you all are ready, I am Captain Bartholomew. Pleasure to meet you all. And he gives a tall flourish of his hat as he does a sweeping bow. So, if y'all are ready, we should probably be on our way. You were expected a day ago, and I'm expected probably about now. Sartell says, yes, we are ready. Good. Should probably be there by morning. He then teleports back to his ship. Sartell says, all right. Get ready to follow him. And she hollers down to Flapjack. Flapjack, are you ready? She waits for a moment, and then she nods. All right, off we go. And with that, you guys can have a long rest and level up.
Yay!
So, like to get the level up. Pretty much, we're gonna end after the level up, just because this is supposed to be where we stop. But I figured we'll get the level up out of the way, and that should be that for the night. But we'll find your XP. All right, so Your level up is, in your experience points, put a grand total of 14,000.
Yeah. Love to see it.
And
I
then
need this level up badly.
and then once you have that in, you can hit the anvil and hammer that appears at the top.
Cool. And remember, on this long rest, I am going to attune to that scalpel. Heaven help me.
Yep. Do your
Yeah,
level up,
I'll
and
do
then I
the
will
eye
cover that.
patch.
Yeah, okay. Once y'all are done your level up, you guys are able to attune to the items, and let me know once that happens, and I will Shuck, your eye patch. I'm gonna have to check the sheet on that one when you add it, because sometimes it will add those in automatically, other times it won't, so I might have to make some changes. As for Albus, your scalpel, I might have to make changes so that it adds it into your sheet properly as well.
Yeah, and you'll have to fix my HP because it never adds in my my tough ability.
Hold on, cancel out.
Just say cancel.
Yep. If you hit cancel and then make sure you scroll to the top, it'll say discard and exit, so do that. And then tell me when you've done that, and I'll take a look at your sheet.
Yep.
All right, so you have grand total right now of 41. And let me open up your settings. Okay, so HP modifiers, total level. Tough mod is 2. All right, and your con is 1. All right, so go ahead and do your level up. You already rolled those, so make sure you just put 3 in that spot. And then once you're done your level up, I will check to make sure that it has added it properly.
I multi-class at the beginning, so these level ups are so needed.
Same,
Yup.
same.
Actually, I think Shuck is the only one that has a multi-classed.
I'm considering it, but like I want to get a little further in the witch class first.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pure warlock.
Oh, are you? Okay. All right, so Shuck and Albus.
Nice.
Warlock who thinks he's a wizard. I loved that RP, by the way, for the fucking thinking you can read the spell scroll. That was good.
I have my moments. All right. Oh, I can take counterspell.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't even see all the spells that I can actually learn in here. I only see
So
witch
remember,
class.
if you just open that PDF, you can find them in the spell list, and then just look them up in the compendium.
I can fly.
You can fly already?
Yeah, in addition to a bonus action, you can give yourself a flying speed of 30 feet that lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I also get resistance to certain, I think it's fire damage. We decided that my patron is.
Yes, you're a free T.
Sweet.
And I finally have my goggles of night, so my character looks correct. Because he's got his goggles on. He'll keep his goggles up on his forehead like that. And when he needs them, he can put them on. Because he ain't got that dark vision.
Okay, so you took the goggles of night?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'll remove that. Shuck is taking the eye patch.
Yep.
Astario, what kind of armor are you wearing right now?
I think it's just normal leather armor. It might be chain, because I think it's probably chain armor, if I'm remembering correctly. I can look
Oh.
after I finish this, though.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
we got like a breastplate waiting in that bag of holding if you need it.
I can't wear heavy armor.
You can't.
I think I can.
Yeah, you took a level in Life Cleric, right?
Oh, cleric, yes.
That I did.
Life Cleric gets heavy armor, but I believe breastplate is only medium armor, but it is one of the higher medium armors. But I did notice. I honestly, I was gonna throw something in there to fix that because I noticed you kind of get hit like a truck. So I was gonna throw something in there for you, but when I read the handout, I'm like, oh, there's already a +1 breastplate. You know, that's probably gonna be pretty decent.
Yeah, Cal wears scale mail.
Which, yeah, is medium.
Yeah, which is medium armor. If I wear heavy armor, I mess with my barbarian-ness.
Yup, sure do, bud.
Yeah. I want to feel the pain.
Honestly, I'm surprised nobody drew a deck of anything, so I thought somebody would for sure do it.
I was thinking about it.
Oh, we're going to. It's going to happen, but
Like when we're
When?
sitting on the ship going to Brawl and just being like, so what is going on with this thing?
but I am definitely attuning to that thirsting scalpel. I can't see anything going wrong attuning to an item called that.
Yep.
So, is no one else wants the breastplate but me?
Yeah, I don't want it.
Okay. I'll have a +1 chain shirt if anyone wants that instead.
I'm good for now with the scale mail that I'm wearing.
Okay, so Starl, you let me know when you're done, and then I'll show you how to do that.
What am I doing?
Cal will just be smoking his pipe, hanging out.
The like removing yours, putting it in the bag of holding, and dragging the breastplate in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I finished the level up. I
Okay.
just. Oh, the breastplate's in the bag of holding already?
Yes. Everything you guys found was put in the bag of holding, and then people have just taken things out as they wanted them.
Okay.
So you
I
can
been removing them
I
as
didn't
they've been
realize the
taking them.
breastplate was in the bag.
What do you mean?
I just looked up in the compendium and then drug it in.
Oh,
like
that's fine.
we did the last time.
Okay, so yeah, that's what you're gonna do is you drag it in, right? You're gonna delete the other armor you had, and then whatever it is, you're gonna put that into the bag of holding. So if you open the bag of holding, you hit edit, you just type it in there that it's in there. And then just let me know when you're done so I can check it.
Should be all good.
Yeah, all right. Sec. Okay. All right, your armor class is.
I got a grand total of 2 hit points from my level up.
Woo-wee!
I always just take the
Oh
average.
no! Ouch!
I as much as I should take the average, I gotta get that rush, that roll for HP rush.
And this is why I don't go to the casino.
I live within walking distance from a casino. It's bad.
All right. So I see it is in there.
I mean,
Your
if
AC.
if I get low HP, I'm still just as squishy. But if I get more HP, I'm less squishy.
Just stay behind me and pray to God I don't ever turn on you.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Dominate person is like my favorite spell as a DM.
I know it is.
Yeah.
That's why I'm keeping 1 inspiration point handy.
I got 2.
I'm keeping that thing
I
in
can
my
heal
pocket for
myself
the day.
twice.
Yeah, for the day that Cal decides to turn, he's saving that.
I took the
will
dragon
hellish
vessel
rebuke
knowing
you,
that I
spell.
wanted a healing item forever.
All right. So Astariel, you look like you are good. I take you. You grabbed your. Don't forget, if you are attuning to an item, please remember to put it in your magic item features section. And if you're unattuning to something, remove that as well. But yeah,
Goggles of
Astariel.
Night aren't attunement, right?
What?
I don't think so. Goggles of Night are not attunement.
They are not.
I don't believe.
No.
So just put those in the non-attunement section of your magic item handout. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hey. Chuck, are you done yet or nah?
Yep.
All right. So you had 41. You
It
rolled.
looks like it worked. I rolled a 3 and I got 6.
Rolled a 3, and you had 1 con, so that makes it 4 plus tough. Okay, yeah. So the modifier is then working. By the way, you all can add an inspiration point as well. I liked your RP tonight. I think y'all did a good job.
Yeah.
So once you're done your level up, make sure you add 1 inspiration point. But remember, if you already have 2, you can't go any higher than that.
Oh,
Sorry, buddy.
can I give
Use
mine to someone else?
Nope, not how that works.
Use it right now. Do a backflip.
Do a backflip.
Yeah.
Hey,
Acrobatics.
can I inspire my HP level up?
No. On D20 rolls only.
Can I roll a D20 for my HP level up?
Holy fuck, no. Not a chance, bro.
People who roll d20s for stats are psychopaths. Roll 4d6, drop the lowest.
Rolling D20 just makes it riskier. It doesn't make it better.
It's just psychopath behavior.
John's in my chat like you can't keep an inspiration in a bag of holding? No, John, no you can't.
No, you only put other bags of holding in bag of holding.
The fuck you do. The fuck
what
you
we've
do.
learned. That's what we've learned.
Funny thing is though, it always
That's certainly something Astariel's learned.
it opens a hole to another fucking into the astral sea. So I mean, you guys right now are still floating in the astral sea.
Are we in wild space or the astral sea?
I believe you are in the astral sea. I think the Rock of Bral is in the astral sea.
They're
All
very
right, so I'm
similar.
unattuning to Dark Shard Amulet for now, and we're going to attune to the Thirsting Scalpel.
Did you already have 3 attunement slots filled?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
My Cloak of Protection, Rod of the Pact Keeper, and I did have the Dark Shard Amulet, but we're going to swap that out for now.
Okay. So, did you want to keep that on your person or add it into the bag of holding?
Well, I'm keeping that on my person. That
right.
was a present from Jerry. I'm not giving that up.
So make sure you put that under your in your magic items feature. Make sure you put that under attunement, but not attuned. And then in your attunement, you put the thirsting scalpel. And again, you know what? You can look up what the thirsting scalpel does, but don't mention everything if you get my drift.
Okay,
Got it.
my spell slots didn't work. I should have 3 level 3 spell slots.
Okay, so that's right. We actually have to. Ooh, whoa, shit. We actually have to make a change to your sheet every time you level up. I'm
I
gonna.
should have 4, 3, 3.
All right, so I'm gonna show you how to do this, Shuck. Every time you level up, you are gonna go to the gear, the little gear next to spells. You see the gear?
Yeah.
All right. So,
Go down to level 3 at the bottom, change it to 3.
Searching this house, there's no one in it. They're on the way out of the house, and the dog breaks out of the kennel. And the fucking officer goes to get the dog.
push to talk, Squatch.
I got out of the crate, and they're like, let's just.
Where it says spell slot modifier.
All right. Yes. So, the witch.
Done. 4, 3, 3.
Okay. So that's what you're gonna have to do every time you level up. Unfortunately, is you're gonna have to look up how many you're supposed to have. And now that that is done, make sure everybody you hit your long rest button so it refreshes everything. All of your resources that are not consumable, like torches and whatnot. Everything else should it should finish. Damn, dude. Damn, Squatchy. Or Cal. So he's calling you Squatch.
Yeah. That's my name.
All right. Did you read the Thirsting Scalpel? Isn't it fun?
Oh yeah, no, everything I thought it was and more. I'm actually just kind of yeah.
All right. Did you put it into the compendium and drag it over, or did you just type it in?
So far I've just typed it in. I'm reading through the description now. Like I didn't know if we were gonna finish here tonight, so
Yeah, so this is your long rest, so this we're gonna tune to it. Once you're done reading it, just put it in the compendium and drag the item to your sheet. Let's see if it actually makes the attack and does what it's supposed to do.
okay.
So I should have also been given the choice to switch out a hex too.
Did you want to switch out a hex?
Yeah, I think I do.
All right, so what you're gonna do is you're just gonna delete the one you don't want.
I want to read through them all first. So
That's
unless we're
fine.
getting into combat tonight, I'm gonna just do it before next session.
Well, once the level up is done, that's gonna be it for the night. We're gonna call it a little bit early because there's no point in getting 20 minutes in, or like once you guys have done your level up, however much time we got. This is a pretty good natural stopping point, I think.
Sounds good to me. See what's going down in Brawl. Gotta find some GIF.
Oh dear, this is going to be fun to try to pull off awesome.
Yeah, that was a very interesting one.
Oh, thank God my first meeting tomorrow isn't before like fucking 8 a.m. Don't actually have to get up at 8. Jesus.
Nice.
Thank the gods.
2D. So we're gonna put. I'm gonna give you a damage modifier for your bleed. All right, so Albus, you now have whenever it's the start of something's turn that you've hit with this, and you have to do the bleed damage, you now have something in your global damage modifier, so you just hit that and it'll automatically roll the 2d6. You are going to have to keep track of the bonus thing near the end of that particular thing, the days and whatnot.
Yeah, no problem.
You may want to put that in, like, I don't know, your bio section somewhere or something. Just so you can keep track of it.
Yeah. So yeah, we're not. Well, I mean, I guess this would be day 1. So
Yes. So once that day is done, So right now you're at 0 out of 7. So once this first day is done, that would be, you would replace the 0 with 1.
Cool, cool.
Oh, shuck. I got to check your eye patch, make sure it did it right. Okay, so, and you dragged it in your sheet, right? The eye patch?
Correct.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so let's look at Charisma. A 4 modifier plus 3 would be 7, and your Charisma save is an 8. Therefore, it worked. They put it in there automatically.
Did it raise my initiative bonus or whatever it is?
Your dex is a 3. Let me take a look at the eye patch.
It should have raised it. No, not from that. I mean, my fucking initiative bonus, whatever it's called, should have went up by 3. I think.
For what?
Give me a second. It said in here somewhere.
Ooh, Dead Island 2's free on the Epic Game Store.
There's a second one of those?
Yep.
On the Epic? Dude, don't tell me you use the Epic Game Store. Come on now.
I use them all. I'm not some corporate shill.
Bro, I hate the Epic game. It crashes so much. And any game I ever play that comes from the Epic Store, it just constantly crashes. I don't know why. It's the only one I have issues with.
Oh yes, I've never had issues with their stuff.
Oh, bro,
I
I
can't
have
see
so
it now,
much.
but when I was leveling up, it was there.
All right, and it is what your
My proficiency bonus.
proficiency bonus didn't go up.
I don't know. I could have sworn it said that when I was looking. When I was leveling up, it said in there.
All right, hold on a sec. Let me look up your
But
class.
I don't see it though in the handout.
No, I'm looking at the your class. Hold on a sec. All right, so you guys just hit 6, so you got the craft feature. So it will be your
That's my convolute energy.
Red Faction. If you ever played that game.
Oh, dude. The last one was so disappointing.
Yes, it was. But the original Red Faction games were amazing.
Bro, I played
would
the
love for that to
fuck
happen.
out of Red Faction, the original one. I played the
Yes.
absolute fuck out of that.
Such a good game.
I decided I wanted to like sit in a corner of a map in a multiplayer match and just keep blowing like into one single hole in the wall just to see how far down it would go.
Oh, forever.
Oh, dude, like seriously, I fell for like 15 seconds. Like
Yeah.
I ran out of ammo and I just kept coming back and just blowing that same spot up. Every time I'd run out of rockets, I'd either go get more or get killed on the way. I'd come back, keep blowing that hole open, and then I just walked in. It was like near the end of the match, so I'm like, I want to see how far this goes. I just stepped in. I'm like, am I not hitting the bottom yet? I'm literally watching. Like I aim my camera up as I'm falling. I'm watching the fucking circle get smaller and smaller where the light is until it's not even there anymore. Before I hit the bottom, I was like, holy shit, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's so good. We would play the multiplayer maps with like the 2 factories on either side and just shoot nukes at each other until there's literally nothing left on either side.
Oh, I was also supposed to get a witch's craft spell.
Nice. I just got I just got Dead Island 2 for free. Free player.
I mean, have fun. I'm looking up your red magic now. Wait, no, you're not. You're not red magic. You're.
I am red magic.
Oh, you are.
But this is part of witch's craft. So witch's craft at 3rd, 6th, and 10th and 14th level, I get a spell from my list from that witch's craft that doesn't count against my spells known.
Okay, so that comes from your. Okay, so your craft would be your red magic, though. Look up
Yeah,
your
so
red
it comes
magic.
from that, and I can cast up to third. That's where I got Fireball from. But that means I'm missing a spell then too because I picked Fireball as one of my spells. I didn't realize that I got it for free.
Let me look up some. Okay, so some get to get the spell. Others, it just becomes a choice. You can take the like.
So this I no actually maybe I didn't fuck up because I have Scorching Ray as well, so I probably picked Scorching Ray and then took Fireball as a spell. Or other way around.
Okay, hold on. The level 6, it would be. All right, I got to look up this up real quick.
Well, it just means I get another red magic spell.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. So some classes, they get an extra spell when they hit that level. Other classes, it just becomes a part of their list that they can choose from. They don't have to take it.
It literally says that you learn
That's
a
what I
new
said. I'm
spell
looking
that
it up. I'm looking it up. Give me a minute.
count as witch spells for you, but don't count against your number of spells known.
Easy to read. I'm not doubting you. Just give me a second to 100%. Like I said, man, a lot of these third-party ones, some of the wording is bad and shit. So I'm just checking. Which is. Okay, so did you just take Fireball?
No.
All right, how many did you select?
Well, I only I have 8 spells, but one of them is my Find Familiar, which I got
No,
extra like
I mean, what did you select during your level up?
I didn't select it. It didn't ask me to select one. I just realized when I was reading through the book.
Oh, so you didn't pick a new spell when you leveled up?
No, that's what I'm saying. Well, I picked a new spell. I didn't pick a new like spell from my spell list there. Like I know 7 spells. But I should have an extra spell because of that feature.
Okay. Okay, so spells known 7, and this is your second time getting that feature, right?
Hold on. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You have 9.
No,
Sorry,
I have 8.
8. Yes, 8.
But one of them is Find Familiar, which does not count because I got that for free leveling up.
So, find familiar doesn't count against your spells known. All right, so I have to find left red magic. Get this?
3, 6, 10, 14.
Six and 10. So you should have 3 spells outside of your spells known, and your spells known is what, 7? Yes.
Yeah,
So
and
you
I
should
only
have 10
8.
total.
So I'm missing 2, which means I picked those spells leveling up, thinking that they weren't extra, that they were just spells that I picked. So technically, I've already picked my 2 red magic spells. I need to pick 2 normal witch spells.
Actually, give me 1 second. I think you might get both of your red magic spells.
Well, I already have 2 red magic spells. I have Scorching Ray and I have Fireball.
But
I picked them leveling up because I thought that's what it meant.
what
I could
I'm
do.
saying is I actually think that you should possibly have 12, because you get both of the red magic spells, I believe. I'm trying to find that information now. Craft description. Okay, so first you're going to add both Burning Hands and Magic Missile.
Are you about to take away Fireball?
I believe so. Because if you get them at levels 3 and 6, then how it normally works is you got to take you get it 3, 6, and what?
I thought that's just like the spell level, so that you couldn't take a spell level higher than what spells you have. So I can cast 3rd level, and that's when I took the Fireball.
No, usually you got to go in order. So the first time you get your craft spells, you get the first 2. And then the next time you get your craft spells, it's the next 2, I believe.
It's fine. I'll take the extra spell.
Well, let me find out for sure. I'm looking for. It doesn't say in the book when you fucking get them.
It does. It says right at the beginning. It says,
I said in the
get them
book. I'm not. I can't find it in the book, so I'm looking at it back up in Roll20.
All right, guys, I'm gonna drop off. I'm falling asleep here, but I will see you guys in 2 weeks.
All right. Thanks for coming, dude.
Yep, I'm out of here too.
Thanks
Cheers, guys.
for running
All
the game.
Hey, Michael, can
I'll
you
go
hold on a
too.
second before you
I-
bounce?
Yeah, I saw your message.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. I couldn't get a hold of you all week. I was starting to think that maybe that. Actually, hold on. Let me mute my mic here real quick.
All right, I gotta go in a couple too.
Yeah. No worries. It won't take long. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Fluffy, and I believe I had somebody else in here, did I not? No, is it just Fluffy? All right. Well, thank you, Fluffy, for hanging out, bud. Hopefully, you enjoyed this. You will see how your character is going to exit soon. I'm trying to, help the guys out with as much usefulness as your character can provide before it happens without trying to kill him, because I think I've got a pretty good idea of how we can deal with the exit of your character. But thanks for hanging out in chat all night, my guy. And hopefully we will see y'all soon. Remember, everybody, you still have to go home. Pieces. I hit the wrong button.